And in other news this evening, developing out of Perry County, detention officer shot and killed there by an inmate. And tonight, state police taking over the investigation. How something like this could have happened is a big question. Riley Birdwell joining us now live in Perry County with what we have learned so far from state police. Riley, I know you got something relatively new in the past hour or so. What do we know?
Yeah, well, Bob, they released that the correctional officer that was shot and killed around 10:20 last night was Jeremiah Story. They also released that the alleged shooter was Roderick Lewis, who was 37 of North Little Rock. They said that it happened around 10:20 last night during the booking process. Small town in Perry County rocked after a detention officer was shot and killed.
He had his whole life ahead of him.
Around 10 Wednesday night, state police say 37-year-old Roderick Lewis was being booked into the Perry County Jail on drug and paraphernalia charges. They say while Lewis was in the bathroom changing clothes into a jail uniform when
pulled a gun and made a decision that now can't be undone.
21-year-old officer Jeremiah Story was shot and rushed to the hospital where he died from his injuries. Pastor Alan Nelson arrived at the jail 2 hours later to offer counseling to the officers that had just witnessed one of their own being killed.
Even a few inmates were pretty upset, shocked. I mean, it just rocked the whole area, and it's just not something that happens in Perryville, Arkansas.
Police say a witness at the shooting was able to get the gun away from Lewis, and Lewis is now being held at the Faulkner County Jail while state police continue to investigate. Meanwhile, those in the community are still trying to process.
It's just a real sad to see a man's life so young taken in that way when he was just trying to do his job. But this is a tough day, and we rightly ought to be hurting, you know, with those who, especially the family of this young man.
Now, police say the gun used by Lewis was one that he had when he already arrived at the jail. Now, police have just released that a capital murder charge has been filed against Lewis. Reporting live in Perry County, I'm Riley Birdwell. Back to you, Bob.